True Crime Cowboy.
Good morning, folks. Oh, all right. I'm trying to get the lighting right in here, but I don't have. All I have is a lamp that I can turn. I don't have like all these professional lights like a lot of YouTubers have. I have a very, very basic, basically poor man setup. But I want to cover a few things this morning, just that are. A few of them are bugging me. All right. All right. First of all, let me make it very, very plain. I am very competitive. I'm very passionate, and I am also very, very stubborn. I'm basically one of those people that if you tell me to do something or you tell me not to do something, I'll go out of my way to do the exact opposite because I don't like being told what to do. Because I'm sure most of you don't either. So when people come into my comments and try to tell me how to run my channel, try to tell me what I can or cannot say, or what I can or cannot do, that's not going to fly. All right, I'm not on here to build a channel. I'm on here to try to do a public service and to try to provide information. That's all I'm on here for. I'm not on here to be popular. I'm not on here to gather a following. I'm not on here to make money, and never have been. The only reason that I'm on here is because I'm trying to provide a public service. And if you can't appreciate that, then go elsewhere. Seriously. Because I don't need people coming into my comments trying to tell me how to run my channel or what I can or cannot say. Or personally attacking me or anybody else. You don't come into my comments and attack people, either me or anybody. You will be immediately removed. I don't put up with that crap in real life, and I'm sure as hell not going to put up with it on here. All right, people say, well, you shouldn't yell at people. Oh, I'm not yelling. But I am passionate. And I do get animated when it's something that I'm very either frustrated about or very excited about. Oh, trust me, if I was yelling at you, you would know it. Trust me. You never see me get pissed off and yelling at somebody. Far from it. Just because I get a little animated and I start talking a little loud and I'm trying to... Look, here, be honest with you, all right? Some people you can reason with. Some people you can sit down and talk about things rationally and come to an agreement. There are other people who react totally emotionally without any common sense, and you get a combination of emotion and ego involved in a certain belief. Sometimes the only way that you can shake them out of it is to yell at them, is to be stern, is to be an asshole. And not just on here, in real life as well. You know, I've had been working with kids. I've had to, most of them, I can sit down and talk with them and reason things out. Other ones, especially the obstinate ones, I've had to pull to the side and put my finger in their face. Where's my finger? Put my finger in their face and said, look, some of them you have to do that with. Some adults you have to do that with. And it's just, had a guy last night come into the comments, and people say, well, you shouldn't even mess with his trolls. No, come on, man. Let me have some fun. I love messing with trolls. So I always say, I love trolls. They taste like chicken. But now there's some that I can't let it pass. I'm sorry, that's me. If you don't want to do that, you don't think it's right, then don't you do it. But don't tell me how to do it. Don't tell me, oh, no, No. I gotta have my fun, man. I love messing with trolls. especially when they piss me off. Guy last night is telling me, well, this is how the cartels really do it. You don't know the first thing about it. Okay, first of all, dumbass, do you think that I reveal everything that I know about all of this in one video? If you think that, then, again, you're a dumbass. If you think I'm going to reveal everything that I know, and and if you remember, when I said in my video yesterday, is that I'm just touching the tip of the iceberg. Okay, tip of the iceberg. Look like this. You know how big an iceberg is? Hell of a lot bigger than your brain, and I'll tell you that right now. All right, so it just kills me. People come in with making all kinds of assumptions. Oh, you don't know the first thing about it. Dude, you don't even have even a minute portion of a clue how much I know. Not only do I know, but I know which businesses they're doing it with. So don't come into my comments being a moron. You'll be removed. I don't deal with morons. I don't deal with trolls. I'm not going to put up with it. You know, people saying, well, you talk too much about you talk too much about your dog. Then don't watch. Don't watch. I love my dog. And a lot of people love me talking about my dog and love me showing him over sleeping or doing whatever, or, you know, or looking at the camera. A lot of people enjoy that. A lot of people are asking for more. All right? So if I want to talk about my dog, I'm going to frickin' talk about my dog. Don't come in here telling me what to do or what not to do. No, that ain't going to fly. Nope, it's not going to fly. All right, hang on. My throat's getting dry. I'll finish that one off. All right, what was the next thing I was going to bitch about? There was one other thing. Should have written it down. But anyway, you know, somebody bitching about my microphone. Hey, this thing was expensive, man. You think I'm not going to use it? Oh, it's distracting. Then close your eyes and listen. Seriously. I like it. I like my microphone. There's a reason that I frickin' bought it. Because I like it. And I'm not going to stop using it just because one person doesn't like it. I don't care if 100 people don't like it. I'm still going to use it. You don't have to watch. You know, and I'm not trying to be a butthead. Seriously. You know, but it just pisses me off. People come in and make comments that have absolutely nothing to do with the subject matter. If you're coming in here and making comments, make it according to the subject matter. Don't come in here bitching at me. Don't come in here telling me what to do or what not to do. Limit your comments to the subject matter at hand. Without any personal attacks on anybody, either myself or my other followers or viewers who are making comments. All right, the only time I ever go after anybody is if it's a troll, obviously making a comment just to troll or trying to go after me or somebody else. I'll go after them back. That's just the way I am. All right, I'm competitive. I don't take any crap. I never have taken any crap from anybody. I refuse to, and I haven't changed since even when I was younger. I'm still the same. I'm still the same. Yeah. So, I think that was it. I think that was all I was going to bitch about. All right, now, the next thing I want to talk about is, boy, there have been a ton of people, including some of my sources, that are advising me to slow down on exposing information for safety reasons. All right, sometimes there's a fine line between bravery and stupidity. There really is. I don't want to cross that line, but I still want to expose what's going on. The only thing I'm interested in, I'm not interested in just disseminating information about how the cartels operate. You can Google that yourself and find out as much information as I can give you, other than the specific information that I'm privy to. Right? You can find that out on your own. What I am trying to find is how all of this relates to Kiely and what might have happened to Kiely. All right? Right now, to me, there's not enough evidence to show that that was Kiely in that autopsy. There's too many, as I've said, and I've said this many times before, and a lot of you believe the same as me. There's too many inconsistencies. There's too many statements that don't add up. I don't need to go into all of that because y'all know. You've seen all the, videos about the autopsy and all the things that don't add up. And all that. So the only thing that I am really interested in right now is how all of this relates to Kiely and what might have happened to her. Now, while we're not talking about this today, I also am looking into how this relates to Trinity, because there's a lot of things that you can look at both cases and say there's some similarities and there's some connections. Anyway, so what I would like to do is I would like to put together a document with all of the information that I have and put it in a PDF document and then disseminate that to viewers who I trust. If I don't know you, don't come in here asking me for it, because you're not going to get it, because I don't know which side you're on. I mean, common sense, right? Not being a jerk about it. I'm just being cautious. There are some people who have been with me from the beginning who I trust, and I would be glad to share it with you once I get it done. Hopefully sometime this week. I don't know, because I've got so many irons in the fire right now. Here it is Thursday already, and I haven't gotten stuff done that I needed to get done, like laundry. Need to get some laundry done really quick, and I'm probably going to do that today. So, and it's something I really don't like to do. I don't like doing laundry. But anyway, what I'm thinking about doing is putting in a document, or I can distribute it covertly. So you have the information. And then if you want, and by the way, once I send out that document, if you want to get on your channel and release that information, that's up to you. It's yours to use. I don't need credit for anything. To me, my whole purpose is to try to, with my experience, my background, is to try to gather information and evaluate it, analyze it, and then present it to all you guys. To me, that's my only function. I'm not, like I said, I'm not on here to build a channel. I'm not on here to win a popularity contest. I'm not on here to make money. I just want to make sure that y'all have the information that you need, because there's a lot of stuff right now that is kind of coming together in this big puzzle. One of the things, and there's two people who actually mentioned this. The first one I saw was Don Bowden. So thank you, Don. But I'm kind of mad at you because the fact that I didn't think of that first. Just kidding. Appreciate your comment. Don made a comment. He said, and I'm reciting it from memory. I don't have it in front of me. But he said, it just dawned on me that, Sammy's parents and the cartel are after the water rights owned by Kiely's grandpa. So Sammy's parents been suing, been going to court against him. They're trying to get his water rights from him. And like I said yesterday, they're involved with the cartel. And that's one family I'll name. So, the fact that Sammy was so involved in all of this, who was at the forefront? Sammy. Who was it that was going on Tony Dodge's channel and spinning a false narrative? Because most of her story has been proven to be false. Why is she making all that up? Why is she saying, oh, I think Kiely left with somebody and she could be the other side of the world? Now, this may be a stretch, but was she feeling a little bit of guilt? Maybe she was put up to it and then had a little bit of conscience. I actually kind of find that hard to believe considering the following, TikToks that she did after Kiely was found. But you never know. I tend to think she wasn't feeling guilty, but it's just something to think about. There were times when she was at that search thing, people took photos of her crying on somebody's shoulder. Now, was that she was felt bad about Kiely? Or was she feeling bad that she had done something that she was regretting? Who was it that Doug said she got in a fight with? Of course, that bleeped it out, but we all know whose name who he was saying. I mean, I'm like 99.99999% sure of that. And I think you all are too. I don't think that she went in the water that night, but whoever it was that had her on Saturday morning, I think Sammy had a part in Kiely ending up with that person and then tried to make it look like Kiely was still fine when she left the party. That's why she made the comment about Kiely calling her at 12:36. All right, where's any proof of that? Have they ever come out and said? See, that's the thing. This shows you what. I mean, it's one more bit of evidence that it's a cover-up. They never came out. I mean, come on. Normally, the police come out and give you details, especially when they've already been talked about, like in Sammy's interview. They come out with the details and tell you, da-da-da-da. Last ping was at 12:33, but she made a phone call at 12:36. Now, the normal thing would be to check Sammy's phone and see if Kiely, because it's going to be in the phone log, because it's going to show Kiely's number calling her at 12:36. They never said whether that was true or not. Now, they did say they looked at Jagger's phone and that it showed him at the locations he said. Of course, then that story changed again, too. First said he was home, then they were supposedly out fishing. But then again, this is coming from law enforcement who's covering it up, who didn't want people to know that Kiely was seen the next day at Boca. So how much did we put into that? Oh, Jagger was cleared. And somebody said, and I have not seen this from either Placer County or Nevada County, but somebody said this, and I don't know how much truth there is to it. But somebody said that both Sammy and Jagger passed the polygraph. I have not seen anything about that at all from law enforcement. So that could be just a rumor that somebody made up, just like somebody made up the rumor that Lindsay had $1 million policy or $500,000 policy that was double on Kiely. There's never been any proof of that. It was a rumor that was started. Another rumor said it was a $5 million policy. Okay, none of that stuff has been proven. Now, does that mean I don't believe she had an insurance policy on her? No, at all. Don't believe it at all. But has it been proven she did? No, it has not. All right, so has it been proven that both Sammy and Jagger took a polygraph test? I don't know. I have not seen any proof from law enforcement from either Placer County or Nevada County that they took a polygraph and passed it. So I don't know. But I haven't seen any proof of it. Doesn't mean it didn't happen. I just haven't seen any proof of it. So why did Sammy spin this story, especially considering the fact that her family and Kiely's family are at odds and going against each other in court for these water rights? Because with these water rights comes a lot of grants and things along that nature that they are using to launder cartel money. That's why they're going after the water rights. That's why they're going after David Robertson, the grandpa. The water rights. I mean, the cartels are already stealing water for their grow operations, both in northern and southern California. Water is at a premium there in that area. It's limited. So, you have the cartel wanting these water rights. You have Sammy's parents starting litigation against Kiely's family for the water rights. Now, my understanding is, according to Magnum PI, or whatever it is, that Cindy Babby Smith is no longer an attorney. But they're still going after the water rights, just having other people trying to litigate it now. So, my question is, considering all of that, considering the cartel's involvement, is Kiely being used as a pawn to try to further that? Is she being held somewhere and then they know it? Is she being held by the cartel, maybe somewhere Northern California, Southern California, or even Mexico? Is she being held against her will and being used as a pawn to try to get those water rights? Somebody says, why would they go to all the trouble to plant a fake body in the lake? People, think it through. You don't search for dead people. Plain and simple. You don't search for dead people. Unless you're trying to recover the body. But what I'm saying is, if she's presumed to be dead, you're no longer going to be searching for her as a missing person. And trust me, it is absolutely no problem for the cartel to provide a dead body to put in that vehicle. And you notice the hinky way that they took her car out of the water. There was some weird stuff going on. Again, I think more of a cover-up. Why would law enforcement lie and say there was no video of Kiely on Saturday after it was shown to them? Why would they try to hide that? There's only one plausible explanation. She ain't dead. Maybe you guys can think of another explanation, but I can't. I can't think of any other reason that they wouldn't have wanted people to know that Kiely was seen alive on Saturday. Why do you think that the fire cam footage came out trying to push the narrative that Kiely went into the water Friday night? Think, people. Hmm? Yeah, think it through. Yeah, why do you suppose, especially since it was SF Investigates who brought that to light? And the timing of it. I mean, if you can't put two and two together, then you need to go back to school and take math, remedial math. So that's where I'm at in my thoughts right now. There's too much evidence that says the autopsy was not Kiely. There is a motive for taking her. And I don't know if they're trafficking her or not, but I believe that they at least have her and maybe using her as leverage. Of course, the family's not going to say anything because you're dealing with the cartel. They'd be risking their lives. And if Kiely is alive, they want her back. Well, at least her grandpa does. I don't know about Lindsay. I think Lindsay probably enjoys having her gone, where she was always talking about her in the lodge blogs about her being such a pain in the butt and it's so hard to live with a teenager and all this crap, all that which she has since deleted. But people got screenshots of it before she deleted it. I wasn't one of them though, because I didn't know they existed until somebody told me. Because I don't really do social media. I don't look, a lot of people check out people's Instagrams and Facebooks and all that stuff. And by the way, here's another thing too that just popped into my head this morning I was looking at. I'm wondering how one of my comments, I got a reply. I was looking at my notifications on Facebook. I was basically looking on there to see, because I got some notification that somebody had replied to me on Facebook, and I haven't made any comments on Facebook for a while. And so I opened up my Facebook page, looked at my notification. It says someone mentioned you, blah, 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 or responded to you. And I looked on my Facebook page, or not on my Facebook page, but it's on the Trinity. This is before Trinity was found, apparently. On the Find Trinity group page is where it was. And I got a screenshot of it. And so there's a comment that I made on here on YouTube about this. And I'm like, here it is in this group page, which I didn't even know existed. I mean, I can't say that I heard about it, but I hadn't never visited it or tried to find it. But here it is on this group page and somebody responding to it. And I never posted that. Never did. I haven't posted anything on Facebook about this. So I'm looking, and I recognize the post. It's a comment that I made on here, on one of the videos, or on somebody else's video. Might have been on Cece's video, I'm not sure. But anyway, it was a comment that I made on YouTube. How the hell did it end up on Facebook? And somebody responded to it. Of course, it was a good response. It said, I agree with you 100%, which is always good. But still, it just, and then it shows that I've made all these, it says on this, on this, on this, on this, on this, and this, and this. It says I'd all made one post. And I haven't posted on any of it. I have not posted on any of it. So is somebody copying and pasting my comments into Facebook under my name? I don't know, it's just really, really weird, man. Really weird. I mean, granted, it was a good comment, I thought. It was a very good comment. And people liked it. So, but anyway, I just found it really, really strange. How the hell did it get from YouTube to Facebook? And I haven't posted on Facebook for, that I can remember. I know I didn't post that. I know I haven't posted anything in that group. That I know for a fact. I haven't posted anything that I posted on here, but yet here it is on Facebook. Weird. Just weird. Maybe somebody else took it. But look, if you're going to take my comments and post them on Facebook, check with me first. Check with me first. Don't just feel free to copy and paste my content on some other page. Especially where there may be people who are very antagonistic toward us, trying to shut us up. And let me tell you, there's a lot of people on this Trinity situation that are coming after our throats, trying to shut us up. It ain't going to happen. But they're trying as hard as they can. So watch out. Watch out. They're trying to take us down. I hate to tell them, but there's way too many of us. We're like an army of ants. One time I remember we had this ant hill, and Mark and I, we used to try to get the insects to fight. Like we'd get scorpions to fight each other and scorpions to fight black widows, which was never much of a fight. Scorpion won that in 2 seconds. But one time there was a scorpion, we put it on top of this ant hill. I know this is cruel, but we were kids. We were, 7, 8 years old, whatever. And I remember all these ants just come rolling out of the ant hill. And next thing you know, you couldn't even see that scorpion. He was completely covered in ants. And that's the way we are here. People can come after us, but we ain't going to be all over you. There's too many of us. All right, so like I say, I'm going to put together that document, and there'll be some of you, if you want it, I'll need your email, because I'm not gonna post a link in the comments, because I want it to be limited to people that I trust. So if you want it, email me. My email's in the description. If I forgot to put it in this one, it's on most of my other ones. So, email me, let me know I want a copy of it, but don't do that until I announce that it's ready, because it's gonna take me a while to put it together, and I don't know how much time this week I'm gonna have, because I've got a full day today and tomorrow, and possibly Saturday. So anyway, I just wanted to make you guys aware of that I think that maybe the best thing to do is to try to do things covertly, and just for people's safety, not just mine, but other people who are involved, because I have several sources that I want to keep safe. All right, so and even when I email you, I'm not going to tell you who the people are by any means. I would just say that they've been involved in governmental positions, they know what's going on, and they're legit. They're legit. That's all I can say. All right, so I'm going to try to get this processed and up and running. And again, I don't mean to be a jerk, like when I get animated and upset, but that's just me. All right, I'm real, and that's one of the things you guys like about me, is the fact that I'm real and upfront and honest and just being myself. That's part of me being myself. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch my videos, and I'm not saying that to be a turd. I'm just saying, seriously, I do things my way. Nobody tells me how to do it. Nobody tells me what to say. Nobody tells me what to do. That's just the way it is. This is the way it is. Some things will never change. Yeah, it ain't gonna change. So, anyway, my cursor keeps disappearing on me. I'm trying to get it on the thing where I can stop the camera. Anyway, I'm going to quit rambling and get this uploaded. I want you to give me your thoughts too on this, because this is just a theory. What I'm saying about Kiely being used as a pawn, it's just an idea based on what a couple of other people came up with this idea. I can't take credit for it. But I got to thinking about it and put it together with the information that I have. And it's like, Ooh. 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 Mm-hmm. That makes sense. All right. We shall catch you later, people. You have a great day.
True crime cowboy. True